Handling in-app purchases for your mobile app really isn't as complicated as it might seem. You don't need RevenueCat or any other third party. Here's how you can do it yourself. To start with, I'll be using Flutter, which I highly recommend for mobile apps. This approach doesn't apply to the Apple App Store, but the approach is similar, it just takes a couple more steps. You will need a Google Play developer account, the reason being you need access to the developer API. You can use that same account to set up a Google Cloud project. For in-app purchases to work, you'll need to use Firebase's Firestore, Google Cloud Platform's PubSub, and a Cloud Run API. The first few steps are to make a key store, build your app bundle, and upload that app bundle to the Google Play Developer Console. Once you've done that, you can add developer accounts as testers, which will allow them to make in-app purchases without spending real money. You'll also need to set up the products themselves in that console with unique names. These will be referenced in your Flutter code when interacting with the Purchase API. Next, you'll need to set up a service account in your Google Cloud project, which will be used as part of the process for verifying purchases. This is all getting a bit complicated, so let me summarize. For making purchases, your Flutter code makes a call to the Purchase API for one of your created purchasable products and listens to the result of that purchase from a stream. That purchase is tracked in a Firestore database. If a purchase is successful in the app, then it needs to be verified. This is where the second part of the system is required, which is your Google Cloud project and your service account. A message is sent from the Google Purchase API to your Google Cloud PubSub service via your service account that you created. This then moves to the final part for verification. The verification setup that I use is a Cloud Run API which has access to a Firestore database. It goes without saying that you should make sure that you've got the right security setup and authentication in place so that your payment API isn't just publicly accessible, but that's a different topic. When the PubSub message has been sent to my API, it updates the Firestore database accordingly. This is super important because your app won't be approved for release if it doesn't handle pending purchases. For example, buying a product in your app and then paying for it later physically in a shop. You can code your Flutter app to regularly check the purchase status and verification directly after purchasing, for example every 5 seconds, and also when you load the app up to make sure that any pending purchases, if they are approved, the user has access to when they next load the app. This whole setup is quite complicated, so if you want a long form video, then drop me a follow and let me know.